Previously on New Crits on the Block.
You leap towards his torso as you land in front of him on these vines and grab onto the vines at his chest as you just start to pull them back and just rip them apart piece by piece, exposing more and more of his core as you watch all of the strikes simultaneously hit him as once, as you see a big smoke cloud envelop him. And for a brief moment, all you can hear is Catan falling to the ice shattering underneath him, the Chadneys and the Spirit Guardian wrestling one another in the background. And then a bright light spreads out from where Ouroboros was. A blinding surge of elemental energy engulfs Ouroboros, illuminating the battlefield with the ethereal brilliance. As the light subsides, the Titan's colossal form collapses to the ground, shattering ice underneath him, and the corrupted essence seems to be extinguished. The air, once tainted with malevolence, now carries a serene stillness. As you see the fire start to pull away and recede and dissipate, the ice melting underfoot. Ouroboros laying in a pool of green ichor. You see him lift up one hand, weakly and shaking, as he beckons the Leaf with his finger.
Leaf is going to kind of also shakily, because she is very, very hurt, steps forward. And as she does with every step, the vines kind of start slowly dissipating off of her as she comes out of her form and kind of just drops to her knees at him, at his side, and takes his hand.
As you take his hand, you see his head slowly turn to the side. You see his once bright green eyes are dull black. You barely feel any of his power remaining inside of him.
I'm so sorry.
Do not be. This was fate. You must continue the journey, little one.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm strong enough.
Fortunately, you don't have that option. You must press forward. As you see a little bit of the green ichor cough out onto his chin. You and your friends must fight against Glace. You are the only ones. Goodbye, Leaf.
Don't go, please. Everybody always leaves me.
She just starts crying and hangs her head.
I will always be there with you. When you feel the wind shift, the weather change, an animal stop to gaze upon you. You will have to take my place. As you see the dull color in his eyes start to fade into gray as you see the rest of his body shifting from his humanoid form, slowly turning into a bed of flowers as his body kind of falls into the earth. As you see a beautiful rainbow-colored flowers starting to appear where his body once was. As Leaf is sitting there, crying with her hands in the flower bed, can I get a perception check from the other three of you?
Yes, Jake, I'll do that for you. So just to clarify, Ouroboros just like mechanically in the game's rules, he died.
Yes, you get some health.
Yeah, I get 4 HP.
Jeez.
I was waiting for it.
Body's not even cold.
Well, it's not
I
there
don't
anymore.
control it. I'm just like I feel really bad, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I feel slightly better.
Well, he's gone.
I feel slightly less hurt. I rolled an 11.
Avon rolled a 17 plus 8 for a 25.
25. Okay.
I'm too busy siphoning off his life force.
Yeah, you don't get to roll anymore. You got a 10. Yeah. Okay. Awen, as you kind of are on the throne, you have the better vantage point of kind of looking over the battlefield. You see the vines that were kind of encasing this cavern starting to kind of go back into the earth and leaving it just bare dirt and rock. You see the Chadneys dissolve, but you see it just go back into Chad's like original form as you see the spirit guardian, that like fiery ice energy that was surrounding it, starts to recede and disappear as well, as you see the Chadney starting to help up the spirit guardian.
Bro, get up, dude.
Boral, you are just kind of standing beside Leaf as she is kind of going through another loss of a friend or mentor. Catan, you feel great.
Yeah, Catan just feels like he just did like a little bump of coke. He's like, ugh.
I can only imagine you kind of walk around and you like almost start to step in like the flower bed that was Ouroboros until you like realize what's going on, and you kind of like do that awkward step over it to avoid it.
I think that's the first time something's died while he's had his Hexblade's curse on. So he's probably like a little like, and oh god, and it's a Titan soul. This is like chasing the dragon. You're never gonna get that high again.
He's like, guys, we gotta go kill Glace now.
Dude, we have to
need it.
We gotta go kill another person.
Anyone, are you sure your Titan's dead? Like, are you? 100%
Ben's gonna like look around and like just cut himself randomly from now on and be like, oh guys, we gotta go kill someone now. I need to be healed.
I'm just gonna kind of lean down and put a hand on Leaf's shoulder. And I'm not gonna say anything, just so she knows that I'm there.
It should come no surprise that Leaf just continues to cry.
As you guys kind of stand there with a sullen mood, you start to hear this like crackling sound at the bridge that you guys crossed. As after a few moments, you see this. It goes from just hearing it to seeing these like blue flickering, almost like miniature lightning bolts kind of shooting around as it slowly forms this oval shape as this black hole rips open and you see Hagar walk through. Looks like you guys did it, huh?
Yeah, we did. Maybe take a temperature of the room here. We got, Leaf's a little upset, obviously, having to kill someone she really looked up to, I think. So, just FYI, it's what you're stepping into.
Well, I'll be honest, we don't got time for that.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Yeah, all right. Well, I tried. Everyone heard that. I tried. Tried to be nice.
He walks over to Leaf and Boral as he kneels beside the flower bed. You can take a few minutes if you need to. But we have to go.
Go where? Where are we going now?
Well, we're going to go back to the tower. As he stands up and kind of flexes his back and stretches his arms. We got to brainstorm a way to kill Glace.
Yes.
Catan just woke up.
Well, he just came down off the side.
Yeah, right. That was a really short high. Yeah.
Oh, my head.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe just give her a minute.
And he walks back over towards the portal as you kind of see him just like kick a few rocks around as he waits. We'll probably say like 3 or 4 minutes of everyone just kind of gathering around the flower bed.
Leaf is going to take a big sigh.
So I think this is exceptionally awkward for us because didn't we not know him? Really? Like,
what do you mean?
We never met him. It was only Leaf who met him. We met the guide, but like, he was kind of a pain in the ass. We didn't really like him that much. So it's like, she's like super sad and we're like,
I mean, that's kind of how you guys have all been with, well, I guess only Anu's died, but I mean, you guys never really known or had any connection towards any of the other ones anyway. So.
Yeah, we never met Anu either.
No, just me.
So,
and he definitely, he pulled an A1 and ghosted him.
Yeah, sure did. That's cool. I get it.
So what were you saying, Christy?
Yeah, if you just let me RP real quick. So she sighs and stands up, wipes away the tears from her eyes. And she's going to look down at the flower bed and she's going to pick one of the little rainbow flowers and add that to her hair collection. Just say, okay, I'm ready. And she starts walking towards the portal.
Okay. I'm assuming everyone else
I just
follows
go straight
suit.
through. I'm not waiting for anybody.
You don't want to do a fun cannonball or anything through it like we have in the past?
Nope. She's very
No?
upset and angry.
No?
She's
Okay.
just going through. She's got out for blood.
so she's gone. She's left the area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
I mean,
Ooh.
kind of come to expect it at this point, yeah? I get she lost someone important. I get it.
I mean, like again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I hop into the portal, I assume Chad isn't going to come with us. He's probably staying here.
Yeah.
Because his house is just like right down the way.
The two Chads that transformed walk over to you, Boral.
Mm-hmm.
Dad.
And I'm gonna look at Chad and say Chad, and look at the other Chad and say Chad. Boys, I'm sorry, but I have to leave. I won't disappear forever.
Again.
I'm not gone forever. I will come check on you boys, but you guys take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. And look out for each other.
One of the Chads puts his arm and reaches out towards you and puts his big acorn bulky hand on your shoulder, squeezes a little too hard.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Chad knows, Dad. Dad's got to save the world. Chad knows.
That's
Chad
right.
will be here. Chad's got Daphne now.
Yes, he does. Good. Yep, look out for Daphne, too.
Bye, Dad. As both of them raise up their big acorn hands and wave at you as you go through the portal.
Don't forget the cigarettes.
Right. That's what I was doing.
And after you guys walk through the portal, Leaf, unlike any other time you've ever gone through the portal, you just walk right out of it.
Okay.
As a just walking through a doorway. The rest of you, can I get acrobatics or athletic checks?
Well, oh, wait, I'm mad too.
Mm-mm.
I'm also real mad.
Nope.
I'm also real mad. I rolled 25 athletics.
Okay.
Or a 14 acrobatics if you want.
I rolled a 12 plus 6 for an 18.
18. Boral, what you get over there?
I got a 17 plus 4, 21 acrobatics.
Nice.
Okay, so the rest of you
Flip
just
wizard
get,
right out of that thing.
yeah, you kind of are more of like a shot out at like a running pace. So you just take a few steps to right yourself and stop the momentum as you appear back on the bottom floor of Hagar's tower. After a few seconds, Hagar falls behind you and enters the room. So, yeah. What, did you guys get anything, out of Ouroboros by chance, or,
What do you mean?
anything? I mean, literally anything.
What is happening to Hagar's voice here?
I think I'm going Boston. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, there
Well,
we
you know
go.
what? I
We're
mean,
back.
we've
There you
kind of
go.
sort of inferred. Christie's character Leaf has kind of found out that he has no aura, right?
Yeah.
So we've kind of inferred that he is something special and unique. So I wouldn't be surprised if every time we meet him, his voice is just like a little bit different, and we're just like,
keeps changing.
"Are you the soul of the universe? Like, what is going on with you? Like, I'm not sure what your purpose is."
What do we get out of him? I mean, we got a lot of like green ooze and stuff. Is that what you mean?
I took 75 damage.
More like information.
Oh, right. I didn't hear him say a single word, so
Oh, well, that
He said a bunch of words. They just were specific to like, I'm going to destroy the planet. What the hell? We're going to have all the animals go and march on Mount Hooten now and free. I almost just said I riffed. free Fuma and take his power. It's, I don't know, kind of typical mad with power, nature destroying the universe thing.
why do you ask?
Well, I've been looking into Glace, as I said last time after I helped Beardrum figure out the problem with the core and at least stabilize it.
Looking into as in you have located Glace?
Well, I know where she is. Issue is, don't know how y'all are going to be able to kill her. That's been proving the issue.
Well, what do you mean? We'll just, hit it and stuff like we
Well-
always do? Seems to work pretty well so far, right?
We did over 600 damage in that last fight,
That's right.
Yeah, you
according
did.
to Jake's math.
Which everyone knows is flawless.
Why would it be any different? I don't understand.
Well, just the fact that Fuma and her are like the original Titans. They're the ones that birthed the other ones. Therefore, being quite a bit stronger than the other ones. And you see Hagar start to pace the room. Can I get a perception check?
Yeah, because the thing is that they're the only two left. Gaia's dead.
Yeah.
Anu's dead.
6 plus 8 for 14 for Awen.
Ouroboros is dead. Also a 14 for Catan.
22 for Leaf.
11.
A 7. Okay, so Leaf, I'd imagine with the kind of mood you're in that you kind of went towards the back of the room to kind of be by yourself for a second. You walked back towards one of the windows as you hear two familiar voices talking to each other. Well, I understand that you found out something, but we don't even know if they're here yet or where they are. I don't care. We got to find my sister and do something. As the door opens, you see a much older Leland. Last time you saw him, he was about 10. So currently he's 15, 16. He is also gone through a glow up. He has short blonde hair with a scar across his cheek, kind of horizontally, kind of runs into the bridge of his nose a bit as well. Has a bit of a peach fuzz beard going on and is clad in leather armor. As you see, there are two long swords at his side and a spear on his back. As the door opens, you see a little bit more. Right behind him, you see Lorelei.
Oh.
As she walks into the door, and they are kind of looking at each other as they enter the doorway, with Leland's back kind of towards the entrance. As they turn around and they see all of you pretty hurt, except Awen, I'm assuming. Awen, you didn't really take much damage, did you?
I didn't take any damage.
Oh, Jesus.
But everyone else is pretty hurt,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, right?
Everyone's
okay.
terribly wounded, but Awen's just munching on a good berry.
Doesn't even need it.
Nope.
Just peckish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just hungry.
He's hungry.
As Leland looks towards all of you and kind of recognizes you guys, holy crap, you guys haven't aged at all. As he walks into the room and he pulls his leather satchel to his side, opens it up and reaches in and pulls out this scroll as he unwinds it and opens it across the dining table.
Who is the man, and why does he have a scroll? Not even man, teenager, child.
He looks up to you with his bright blue eyes. I'm Leland.
And then that's when I make it's the eyes that you make a connection with, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, right, you exist in this story. Yes.
So rude. He says that out loud to him.
Yeah. Well, we just kind of sent you away every opportunity.
But
Yeah.
now he has swords.
Welcome back. A lot has happened. I get the impression you know,
Relatively.
judging by the fact that you have well-detailed and drawn-out maps. Or whatever these are.
Hagar sent me and Lorelai, and Awen, you make eye contact with Lorelai as she just kind of does the same smirk that you're doing right now, just kind of a wide smirk across your face, just like an awkward, hey.
Hey, Lolo. What's up?
Don't ever call me that.
How's Queenan going?
Right now, we have one of the Chamberlains taking care of things back home. I went on a mission with Leland to get some information for Hagar.
So sounds like I left the future of the kingdom in the right hands then, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you loving it? Are you taking to it? Huh?
Let's another time, Awen.
Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, we'll catch up later. Yes, plenty of time for that, right?
Yes.
Did he just call her Lolo?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's a no nickname, right?
Is it a nickname or a pet name?
It's a nickname that I have told him on numerous occasions to never call me again.
That makes it a pet name.
You don't mean it, though, right? That's just...
She stares daggers at you. Oh, no, I mean it.
Okay. Well, it won't happen again.
Okay. Leland kind of like looks awkwardly between the both Lorelai and Awen as he's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but Hagar, I think I found something. And Hagar walks over to the table as well. Oh, spit it out, brat. Get on with it. Leland kind of smooths out the paper. There's an area back over the mountains where they ran into the Titans. There's a part of that area called the Whispering Tundra. There's not a whole lot known about it, but there are some nomadic ice hunters that live out in the area, and they have their own mythology, and honestly, one of the more accurate ones. They know of the Titans' existence. They have pretty good recollection on what happened. And their ancestors made something to fight against them. It's called the Frostheart Blade. It seems that it was crafted out of the very core of Fuma and Glace to forge the weapon. And in doing that is the only way to weaken their ethereal shields around them that they've built up over eons.
All
now,
right.
That's about as much detailed information that we could get. In the myth, it says that the winds would carry whispers to lead the worthy to the weapon. And that's about it. Unless anyone else has a plan or any other legends they can go off of, I think this might just be our best shot.
Hey everyone, it's the middle break. I'm your favorite player, Matt, and I'm here to say squibbledy-bee and a squiggly-do. It's almost Christmas time, ho ho ho. That's the new scat. So if you guys don't know, I'm working on a holiday scat album, and that's going to be the title track, Merry Scatmas. Oh, okay, this is getting bad really fast. We're abandoning ship. But it's true, the holiday season is upon us here. And if you're looking for a gift, maybe to get your, I don't know, favorite D&D podcast, that's us, by the way, before you start thinking of some other D&D podcast. There's a couple things that you might want to put on the wish list here, okay? The first thing is to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher we use, we're on there. Go hit that subscribe button, hit a 5-star review, and leave a little synopsis on the review about why you like our podcast. The other thing, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We always post content on there. The best way to help us is either tag people that you think might like our content, or honestly, the best way to do it, share it. Share the post, share the stories, everything that we post, get it out there, because we're only growing through word of mouth right now. So we need your help to be able to keep this podcast going. So just do those small little things, and it really does make a big difference. One of the ways that we like to give back, because 'tis the season of giving, is we have our own Discord for New Crits. Yes, it is a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. You can go in there. We have channels to talk about the show. You can talk to the cast. You can talk to other fans of the show as well and discuss it. But if you just want to come in and have a chill, relaxing time, we got channels for that too. It's a safe, inclusive space that we've made over the last few years. We love it. Everybody else who's a part of it loves it. So if you're not a part of it yet, what the heck are you waiting for, huh? And you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to do all these things that are on your wish list. I want to check them all off, but how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/Newcrits on the Block will get you to all the places that I mentioned, and some places that I didn't even have time to mention, like our merch store. That would be a great gift for your fellow New Crits fan in your life. linktr.ee/Newcrits on the Block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening this week. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So we will see you next week. We love y'all. Stay safe out there. Be excellent to each other. Bidely be. Bidely bye.
Maybe I misunderstood. You said they encountered these frost warriors. Who were they?
I don't know. I just know that there are nomadic ice hunters out there based off of.
Okay, sorry. I thought we had a whole set of allies somewhere that I was unaware of.
No.
There are nomadic frost hunters. Okay. And we need to go find them. And we have no idea how to.
Well, just up over the mountain, right? In some place called Whispering Tundra?
Yes.
I mean, Hagar, do you think this is something that could help us?
I mean, it might be the only lead we have right now. I mean, outside of all of us diving headlong into Glace's temple and potentially all just getting massacred.
So, Leland, they said they have this weapon that to fight against the monsters, but what does this weapon do, I guess?
Well, it's supposed to weaken them somehow. It just says that it is a way to break their ethereal shield. I don't know if that means in a literal sense of breaking a shield around them or putting some sort of curse on them. I don't know. But, I mean, this took us a few years to find. Even these whispers and myths. I think it's something we could go on. Really the only thing we got.
Any lead is a good lead when you have no lead. And honestly, when we encountered, he kind of looks over at Leland. Philippa, she seemed to be nigh impenetrable. So I think perhaps anything we can do to weaken that state would be a worthwhile use of our time, especially considering if there's something we can do to free her of this effect. Given that we have no information on this, I see this as a perfectly reasonable place to start.
All right, so we head out first thing then.
Yes.
After a long rest.
I'm ready to go now if you all are. I think just no?
Eowyn,
No.
why don't you get a lead start? You can leave Snowwinds behind for us to follow.
Ah, yes, of course. Good thinking. All right, just didn't know. No time like the present, as they always say. It's fine.
Any other news from any of our other allies?
Well, we are gathering and forming a resistance group. There's not a whole lot of us. I think we number in the hundreds. And we're going to try to buy you all time. We're going to go and, I guess, protect Mount Hooten now.
A quick question. Who has the radar device thing? I think it was Eowyn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eowyn, can we have a look at the Titan?
Radar.
Oh, there's Sven.
Radar.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
In relation to our position and where we are currently heading versus the location of Mount Hooten now, are we able to get a ping on any Titan's directions? I'm just trying to find out a rough estimate of where Glace and Fuma may be.
Sure. Let me get it out here. I need to take a moment to set it up properly and calibrate it and change this here. Let me click this button here, make sure it's facing the right direction. All right, here we go. Eowyn's just doing that with his mouth. As he
Yeah, let's say I'm relatively certain he wasn't doing anything with the buttons.
And Jake,
One thing. You get a ping that from the what is it, owner's manual that Sven gave you. You can tell is a few hundred miles out, and the other one is hundreds of miles out. I would say roughly about 600 to 1,000 miles out from you guys.
Okay. And we'll be able
things
to
are quite the
kind
range.
of...
And Mount
Yeah, right.
Hoot now. Mount Hoot now is not very far. It's within like the 100-mile mark of you guys.
Okay. So the 600-mile one, is that towards the Frostwind Plains or is that somewhere else?
That one is Mount Hoot now. Is the closer
okay.
one. I got my
The
numbers mixed
other
up.
one, is one of them in the Frostwind Plains? I'm trying to figure out if we're walking into an area where she is.
Well, you guys know that's where she resides. That's where her temple is. These
people are near her temple. Okay.
Yes.
Ugh. Okay. Well, at least she had me low-jacked, but apparently we have her low-jacked. So, how the tables have turned. How do you like the taste of your own medicine, bitch?
Oh,
Jeez.
Goodness.
Sorry. I'm just
Uncalled
really
for.
enjoyed the taste of a Titan soul.
Goodness.
Why, I guess you guys get some rest, heal up, and I can get you at least to the gate. This time you don't have to go through Falair. There's no more barrier there, considering previous events.
So he was just saying that he could teleport us to the
gates
that
to
iron-
the tundra. Yeah, the iron
It
gates.
wasn't it called like the Iron Wall or the Iron
Yes, Iron Wall,
Gate
Iron
or
Gate.
something?
It's been years. I
think it was Iron Gate, but it was not made of iron. I think was the
it was
joke.
Iron Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it may be best if we don't pass through Phalea. As he says this, he kind of glances at Leaf, because that's where all of her dead family are.
Well, just her brother. And
Just
the family.
Just one of them.
Yeah, just one. Not the whole entirety of her family. That'd be crazy.
And who will be going?
You guys?
Well, yes, but anyone else?
Well, no, he kind of, Leland just kind of told you we have to go
Yes, the resistance. So didn't you listen to any of that?
and keep Glace's influence
Obviously
away from
not.
Mount Hope now.
Oh, Benjamin.
Does anyone else have anything else to add?
Nope.
It doesn't matter, because apparently I haven't been listening.
Leland kind of rolls up the scroll, and who would be like around, like within, hand shot, I guess, hand distance,
Hand shot?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're all
Arm
standing
shot.
around it.
With an arm's length?
Arm's length. Yeah.
Shot.
Hand shot. Who would be within hand shot?
Me.
All of
I
us,
would
I
be.
guess. Sure,
Sure,
well,
yeah.
Bye, Jake.
Give the paper scroll to the guy who plays with fire. Got it.
Hand shot.
Yeah. It's
Well,
the
I
hands.
feel like Boral's the scroll guy,
He does
Yeah.
love his
He's got
scrolls.
fucking scrolls and spells just kind of coming out of his robes everywhere when he's trying to
He
cast
did work in
something.
an office, don't forget.
I did.
Yeah.
It's a walking bookshelf or
Um,
bookcase.
he goes to hand the scroll to you, Boral. Good luck, guys. I think I'm gonna join you when you fight Glace. I'll have Hagar send me over. I can't just leave my sister.
I think that's a very bad idea, frankly.
Yeah, are you sure you want to do that? I mean, it's not. I don't even know if it's your sister anymore or if it really ever was. I'm not sure quite yet what that looks
Just-
like.
No, he's right. Layla, I mean, we're not just going to be fighting Glace.
I know.
We're going to be fighting your sister too. I don't know. I think you should sit this one out.
We're not saying that we don't want your help. There are many tasks that a capable warrior such as yourself can assist us with. But that specifically, that might be ill-advised.
Look. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Thank you. While you guys have went to the Fae, I've been training every day for years.
Don't get me wrong. You look like a capable lad, but because I think there's going to be a point where you might need to make a hard choice. So, just think about that.
I mean, look at Leaf. She had to kill someone that was like not even that close to her. Look at her over there. As Leaf is just inconsolably still
Just
crying.
muttering to herself.
Yeah.
They all leave. They always leave. Everybody
Yeah.
always leaves.
So as long as you understand we're not worried about the physical part. We're worried about the mental and emotional. So you obviously are going to do whatever you want to do, but it would be remiss if we did not at least warn you about that part and to really make sure that's something you're going to be able to handle and you're going to be able to follow through with if the time comes.
And the good news is that he is a 15, 16-year-old boy. So, of course, he'll listen to the advice that we, his elders, give him.
Yes, our infinite wisdom. Well, he'll
Yes.
definitely take heed of that and factor that into his decision making.
and if he says he's not going to do it, I'm sure he won't then go do it anyway. I've never encountered a situation like that, and I've never acted like that in my past either. So, just Think about it. Just think about it, Leland. We have time.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah, you're going to do it anyway. Okay.
I do it anyway? I do it anyway.
I do it.
He stands up and stretches. Like, well, I've been traveling for a while, so I think I'm going to go rest for the night before we head back to Neverwinter, where everyone's meeting. It was really good to see you guys again.
Yes.
It's good to see you too, bud.
It's good to see that you're well.
Taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
And he starts to walk up the stairs of the tower to go to the guest rooms. Hagar is on, like, kind of in the corners. I'm gonna go upstairs. As you see a portal open in front of him as he walks through it. Lorelei walks over to Awen. Can we have a quick minute?
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty beat up from the battles we just had. So, maybe something just really quick, because I really gotta take a load off here and recharge for the next big fight.
It'll be quick.
Boral, perhaps you can help me in the kitchen.
No, not necessary. You can stay here if you want, guys, right?
Nope. I need his assistance with this. And he picks up just some random object and walks away with it.
Boral, do you follow suit?
Yeah, of course I do. Yes, right. Cooking and
Yep. We
stuff.
make loud banging kitchen noises as though we're doing things, but are still eavesdropping.
Ooh, I might need to go help with them. If
Awen,
that's okay. It sounds like...
No, you don't. I scream from the kitchen.
look, it's... I wanted to say, I forgive you for leaving. I know I was mad in the moment, but since I've been traveling with Leland, I know I've only seen a portion of the hardships that you've all have been through, and I understand the urgency of the situation now. So I get it. And if you want to come back to Avilios and lead with me, that would be amazing. But I understand. If you want to be you.
Well, thank you for that. I've been trying to tell you, like, I'm not leaving because I want to, right? I'm leaving because the fate of the world and the realms hang in the balance, and my number was pulled to be wrapped up in all this somehow, some way. So, it's nothing personal. I promise you that.
I know.
It's not you. Okay. Also, I can tell you that it really is not. It's not you. I think you know that by this point, and how long we've known each other. Yeah, I think you've gathered that much. No, it does. I'm glad that you've had to go out and experience and see more of the world. I know that you did that even when we were kids. I know you had to deal with a lot of that from when you were banished from the castle grounds, and you had to do a little more to survive. But I think getting a taste, and look at it this way: you're going to be a better leader for it, right? You'll be able to more understand the common man and what their plight and strife is. So really, you'll be a leader of the people at this point. It's all good, right?
She chuckles a little bit and she puts a hand on your shoulder. I know you're going to cringe when I say this, but you're a good friend, Awen, and a good man. Elf.
Yes, I'm a good man. I'm a good man, Elf. Thank you. Thank you, Lorelai. I really do appreciate that. You have always been the best, the better, and best friend to me. So I promise once we figure all of this out, whichever way it shakes, we'll talk. Yeah?
Of course.
Or we all die and everything ceases to exist and we don't have this problem anymore, which also is not that bad of an outcome for me, I have to be completely honest with you. I wouldn't hate that, right?
She can't help but laugh at that and like kind of put her hand over her eyes as she kind of like sighs a little bit. You're never not to you, are you, Awen?
Nope. For better or for worse, I burn bright, baby.
I was literally going to walk out after you guys were done talking and then just put my hand on your shoulder and just go, cheer up. You might die in the final battle. You know what I mean? But
oh, don't worry. Awen already thought of that as a possible and semi-positive outcome. Not positive. I shouldn't say positive. A solution. A solution of me not having to have that conversation with Lorelai. Yes.
That's how avoidant
A little more convenient to just die.
He's thought of it as an outcome, I guess.
Well, it's like me planning for retirement. I'm just like, well, I'm going to plan for retirement, but I might not need to.
Oh boy.
It's always a possibility. It won't be an issue.
Yeah, well,
I am gonna go to bed now. If I don't see you tomorrow in the morning, good luck. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And she goes to walk up the stairs, leaving Awen alone. Leaf still is in the corner, just mumbling to herself. She was there the whole time. It's Leaf.
I was wondering if I was going to get noticed.
What do you guys want to do? Are you guys heading up to your room?
Yeah, I think Leaf is definitely done with all of this. One, because she only has 26 hit points, and two, because she's very sad. So I'm going to long rest.
Okay.
Well, Catan just started the dishes. So
okay, so you this actually kind of works perfectly. This is narratively satisfying.
Perfect, of course. Wonderful.
What you want?
Because he's like, well, I do need to go to bed, but now like my hands are soapy and I got my gauntlets off and I'm just like, okay.
Because you canonically sleep in your gauntlets.
Well, no, I'm saying that like I gotta like wash my hand. It's like when you start the dishes and you're like, can you help me with this? And you're like, well, hold on, let me just finish doing this first, and then I'll go on to my next task. Catan is doing the dishes, not because he wants to, but because he just needed to leave the area. And now he's like, well, fuck, I guess I just finished doing this.
Leaf, Awen, and Boral go up to the room to get a long rest, a well-needed long rest. Catan stays downstairs doing dishes. And as you are putting away the last dish and on the drying rack next to the sink, I guess.
It's also my ability to not have to follow Leaf upstairs. To be like, yes, I'll be up in a minute.
You set the last dish on the drying rack as you hear footsteps behind you. As you turn to your side and look behind you, you see Emmy walk into the kitchen and go and like lean against one of the counters. Hey.
It's been how long since I resurrected her? Like a day, right?
Like a day and a half, yeah. Or 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, so yes. Hello, Emmy. Are you feeling better?
I'm doing better. Yeah. Physically.
Yes, that's what I meant. I know. I'm glad to see that you're back on your feet. You seem well.
Look, Catan, we need to talk.
Hey guys, I am so sorry. Give me like 2 minutes while you figure that out. It's just something I have to do real quick. I'll be right back.
He has to poop.
Yeah, taking a huge dump.
He has to take a giant turd.
Something that needs my attention immediately. I will be.
I've got a prairie dog popping out right now.
Ew.